Ministry of Education and the Early Child Development Division, as I'm confident that we all do, embrace the opportunity presented by this conference. This conference is timely. It gives us an opportunity where stakeholders can engage in meaningful dialogue on the imperatives for early childhood education. It supports the agenda for advancing the rights of children as enshrined in the Convention on the Rights of the Child, to which we have all acceded.
This regional conference on early childhood development was organized to address specific concerns. Dr. Martin Baptiste is the operations officer of the Caribbean Development Bank responsible for education.
What prompted this conference was a concern that even as we invest in ECD, and we are driven to do so by the priorities defined by our board member countries, we need to ensure that investment in ECD is inclusive and comprehensive. That we need to focus not simply on providing the inputs for the ECD sector, and in particular inputs related to the infrastructural needs in the construction of daycare centers and early childhood centers in particular, but that we need to focus on looking at the enabling environment and to make sure that our investments in ECD are not one-dimensional, but are so designed to leverage those resources to make sure that the collective of responses that are needed for children to learn and to develop are properly articulated in the investments that we provide.
Dr. Baptiste spoke of the importance of being proactive in the area of early childhood development.
We need to decide, and we have decided, whether our task is to reach the students or children or to catch the students later on. And ECD is about the first, that we need to reach them rather than try to catch them later, because that second option is certainly not the very best one.
The regional conference was a 3-day affair. By the end of the conference, all 16+ participating countries developed and presented comprehensive national plans on early childhood development in their country. Dr. Ida Medeni, an education specialist at the CDB, hailed the conference a success.
We had a very successful conference over the past 2.5 days. We had representatives from all of the borrowing member countries of the Caribbean Development Bank, and we were very pleased about that. We also had representation across sectors, and I think that this is one of the things that was different about this conference, because normally we have education represented, but we had not only education, but we had health, we had social development, we had ministries that deal with families and so on. So we had a wide cross-section of persons who interact in early childhood development represented.
The regional conference on early childhood development in the Caribbean was hosted by the Basic Needs Trust Fund program of the Caribbean Development Bank in collaboration with the government of St. Kitts and Nevis. Colin Tyrrell reporting.